Alright, hello everybody. I'm Mike Deary from Rock Guitar Power with another lesson for you. This time we're going to be talking about how to learn, read, and understand songs by using tablature or guitar tabs as they're usually called. So tablature is a real easy way for you to learn the songs that you want to learn from sheet music. Now, unlike regular sheet music for, say, piano or most other instruments, guitar tabs are set up to be pretty easy for you to understand. You don't really need to learn how to read regular sheet music to learn songs from them. So there's a lot of different sources where you could go to get guitar tabs, and you'll usually see them in a bunch of different formats. I'm going to go over the most popular ones that you'll run into in this video. And also, most of this video is actually going to be in a computer view where I'll take you step by step what you'll commonly find when you're looking for sheet music. So I'm going to switch over to computer view, and I'll be back soon to demonstrate the songs that we're going to look at. Okay, so welcome to my computer. I'm going to be working in this mode for a little bit now. I'm going to be working with a kind of a small screen capture size to maximize the clarity of this video. So I'll be moving my window around like this, but it should give you a really good idea of what's going on. So let's talk about first about the best type of tablature that I prefer, or that I would advise anybody to look for. What I like to use most is what you call power tabs. This is a software program that's used to notate and play back tabs. And as you can see, it's very detailed. Down here we have the tablature line, which I'll describe to you in a moment. And then above it, we actually have the real sheet music that corresponds with it, which is great because it shows the rhythm. The other type of generic tabs don't show rhythm, which is a pretty big problem if you really want a good detailed type of tab. Also in this one, we have the chord names above each chord, which is awesome. So here's how we make sense of this. Tablature has 6 lines, just like the 6 strings on a guitar. Starting down here, we have the big E string, then we have the A string, the D string, the G string, the B string, and then the high E string. Okay? So the numbers on the line represent which fret you play on the guitar. And whatever line they're on, that's what string you play. So as you can see here, we're starting off with a 0 on the D string and a 0 on the G string. So I would play both of those notes together at the same time. If you noticed here, they're stacked on top of each other. So that means that I play them both together. If you notice down here on the next line, these notes are staggered. So you'd play these one after another. So I'd play 3, 5, and 5 on the E, A, and D strings. Okay? And I'll show you this in a video in a moment, but let me continue with what we're talking about here. So you're going to just follow along the song as it goes. Now, like I said, this one has rhythm, which is great. This program that I'm using here is actually called Tab View. This is a program that allows you to open up power tabs on a Mac. I prefer to use Macintosh computers. So you could just Google Tab View and I'm sure you'll find it. So anyways, one of the things that I love about this program is that it allows you to play the tablature and you could hear what it sounds like. Now it uses MIDI sounds, so it's not real audio recordings, but you'll still get a plenty good idea of what the song should sound like. So if I play this, I'm sure you'll notice the song. Okay, so cool. So it plays back for you and you could hear everything that's going on. Now, if you're new to reading rhythm, you could simply just use your ear and play it the way it sounds. That's the best way to go about it if you're brand new to everything, related to music. If you understand how to read rhythm, the real rhythm is right there for you. So let me show you where you can go to find tabs now. If you're on the internet, the site that I prefer to use most is what you call 911tabs.com. Okay? So if you go there, this tends to have the best searches, and I've been able to find just about any song that I want. And you could search by band name or song name. Okay? You could also find a bunch of different types of tabs. So in other words, right here you have guitar tabs, bass tabs, drum, piano, guitar tabs, and power tabs. So if I'm searching for a song, down here it'll show you what the band name is, what the song name is. Actually, this is the song name here, this is the band name, I believe. And then to the right, it tells you what kind of format it's in. Okay? So again, when I'm searching for a song, I tend to look for power tab format if it's available. So after I search out a song, here's what you can come up with. Now this one is a generic tab. This is Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. And I'm going to talk about this in a second. But whatever your song is, you're going to search it out and you should be able to find what you're looking for. Now to open up power tabs, what we're going to do is download the power tab editor. To do this, you can go to this link right here, powertab.net/guitar.php. When you get here, just scroll down a little bit and you'll find this link here to download it. And then you could install it and you should be able to open up power tabs. Okay? And again, if you're on a Mac, I use a program called TabView that allows you to open up power tabs because power tab is a PC-only program. Good, so let's get back to looking at what the better power tabs look like and how we understand these a little bit more. Okay? So the other great thing about this too is it gives you the tempo right here of what the song is at. So for your metronome, this allows you to know what your goal tempo is. All right? So let's take a look at this. I'm going to play this. We're going to switch back to the camera view, and I'm going to play these first couple lines on guitar so you can get an idea of how you're going to learn from this. So again, I'm just going to use the numbers to tell me what fret to play, and where they're located is what string I play them on. Okay? So let's check out this riff, and we'll be back in the computer view to show you some more in a second. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the riff we were just looking at in the computer. This is Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. So we're going to play the first couple lines. Here's the way the first one goes. Now I'm actually going to use my pick and finger to play this riff because that's just the best way to get it to sound like the recording. So here it is. Okay, so there's your main riff. Now the next line, the second line down, is going to be more of the verse riff. Now this is where the notes are staggered, so we're going to play them one at a time instead of all together. Okay. Also, if you'll notice, you have the little PM next to the notes, which means palm mute. So I'm going to palm mute this part. Okay? Good. So there's the second line of that song. Okay, so we're back in our computer view, and I'm going to scroll down in our song here to show you some other things to look out for when you're working with tabs. So these are, riffs here that, are common to verses and choruses that you'll see all the time. I'm going to scroll down to the solo to start showing you a couple things to look out for and how they use the notation. So let's take this little two, three bar phrase here to talk about some of the other notation you'll see. Now this little arrow up here is how they notate a bend. Okay, so you can see the arrow going up and it says full, so you're going to want to bend that note full, and then you keep on with your phrase. Okay, so now also notice how they have two staves going and they're connected right here. That means that both of these staves are happening at the same time. This right here is the rhythm guitar playing the background, and this is the lead guitar playing the solo. Okay. Also, the little dots up on top of the notes mean to play them staccato, which are short and sweet notes rather than long and connected. And notice still that we have the chord names up top as well. Now this notation here represents a slide. So I'm going to slide down from the 7th fret to the 5th fret on my G string.